Good morning students. Let's start a new video on the same chapter using Python library. So this is the second part of this chapter in which we are going to learn some new concept. Let's revise what we are having in this chapter. In this chapter we have started with modules, and before modules we have covered the chapter functions and working on those functions. So in this chapter we are going to learn about module, and in the previous video, that is part 1, we have learned what do we mean by module, the advantages of module, how we create module, how we import module, and how we execute module. Let's move to the next step, that is the next topic of this chapter, library or package. Let's learn about standard libraries. Library or packages in Python are the same entities constituting modules. A library can therefore be defined as a main module that contains some sub-modules, or in other words contains some useful modules. So when more than one modules join together, then a library or a package in Python is created. And in the standard Python libraries, we are having various modules that includes math module, random module, date and time module, and string module. Let's learn these different modules one by one in this video. Let's start with the very first module, that is math module. The math module, the name itself says, it consists of mathematical functions that can be accessed by using import math statement. And the various functions in this math modules are sqrt, which shows the square root of a number, ceil, that returns the upper integer, floor, that shows the floor division, power, that calculates the power of a number, fabs, that returns absolute value of a number, exp, that returns the e raised to the power. So in this way we are having various other functions also on math module. Let's move to the next module. We were having it date and time library or date and time module. As the name suggests, it shows date and time. It deals with date and time by using date class. And we know that Python supports date in the form of 8 digits, that is 4 digits for the year in the starting, then 2 digits for the month, and 2 digits for the date. So the date time module in Python handles the extraction and formatting of date and time variables. Objects for date and time library are created in Python to hold and represent a date and time according to a specific time zone. And the objects created for this class hold the attributes for year, month, and date, along with 3 attributes for time, that is hour, minute, and second. Let's continue to the date module. The various functions in date modules include the very first commonly used function, today. Today itself means aaj ka din. So this function shows current system date, means today's date, the present date. And we can use this function by importing the date and time module, and the example as we have shown, that is we can show today's date is in the variable in which we have stored the value of today function. So we can have it today date is 2020, means 2020 year, 7th month, and 3rd is the date. Let's move to the next module of date module, date library. We were having it year. After the today function we were having year. Year means to show the year only from the date, month extracts only the month, and day extracts only the date. So in this way we can have it. For example, in the previous example we have done today, and in this example year shows the year separately as 2020, month shows the 7th, that is July, and day shows today's date, that is 3rd. Coming to the time class, the second part of date and time module, which holds the time object in 3 forms, that is hour, minute, and second. Before that we were having it a now function, as we were having today function for the today's date. Now function shows it the time. So in this way we were having it now function for showing it current time of today's date. As we were showing it, today is t date, so t date is having it the answer extracted from the now function, means today date is 3rd July 2020, and the time right now is 11 hours and 22 minutes 3 seconds, and so on in the accurate form. In this way we were having it time now function. Move to the next 3 attributes of this time function, that is hour to show the hour, minute to show the minute, second to show the second. Let's have an example of all these together. We were having it date and time, the now function, then we were having it all three attributes separately. So we were having it an example, and the time shows 11 as hour, 30 as minute, and 55 as second when we are passing this three attributes. So this concept means passing arguments to time class, as we have passed different types of arguments in the functions and we retrieve as formal attributes. Same way argument can be passed to the time class also in three different ways, that is hour separately, minute separately, and hour in the end, second in the end. Let's come to the string module, the next module of the standard library function. Functions of string module includes ASCII letters, ASCII lowercase, ASCII uppercase, digits, and cap words. Now cap words shows the answer as first letter capital of each word. Let's have an example of this. We were having an import string, so the string module has to be import in the program, and we were having statements like we are having one sentence. This is a computer science class. When we use this line or this string as a parameter to different functions, so we can have it string dot ASCII uppercase, so all letters of this string will be in uppercase. String dot ASCII lowercase, the whole string becomes in lowercase. String dot cap words, the each word first letter will be in capital letters. And string dot digits shows whether we were having digits in this string or not. So in the same way, as you can see, the answer is none to this function string dot digits. Coming to how we create the Python project. So the steps to create a Python project includes, first we create functions, then we create modules, and when modules are combined together, then it moves to the Python project or the package. So the very first thing is module that we have covered till now. The second step comes the package. So let's revise what we were having a module also. A module means it is a file which has many functions, and those functions can be used inside that module, and the module can be imported inside another programming file, and then we are able to create package. Let's move to the second step, that is using package. Now package is created when we are using it init file of Python. So the init file of Python is the very first level in the package creation. In that we are using it different module, then we create it inside that the first package, the second package, and so on. So in this, the first file is the init. Inside that we will have different modules, and in different modules we are going to have it various functions which we are assessing in those modules, and the modules form it a package. So a step-by-step procedure for creating a package is first to create a top level package, then first sub package, then second sub package, and so on to combine together to form a project. Coming to the very third part is library. Now this library we are using the standard library that we have covered it in our previous topic. And in standard library, as we know, we were having different modules: math, random, string, data, and time. So those built-in functions are basically used in standard library. So library is a collection of various packages, and in the standard library of Python language we are having it many modules, and those modules are used to form it a package. Additional libraries are referred to those optional components that are commonly included in Python distribution. The Python installers automatically adds the standard library and some additional libraries. Means when we install the Python on our system, the setup gives us the Python libraries, the standard Python libraries automatically, and we can include those Python libraries. We can include the modules inside those Python libraries by that import command. The very last step of creating a package includes framework. Now framework is a collection of various libraries which architects some more component. For example, Django, which we have covered in class 11th also, has various built-in libraries like auth, user, database, connector, etc. And with this we can combine it our Python files and we can create a connectivity project in Python. Let's have an example of this. We were having it one program to convert kilometers to miles and miles to kilometers, means vice versa. So we can have it two functions, def convert kilometers, def convert miles, and these two functions can be saved in a module named as length conversion. And below that you can able to see that we were having it a convert kilometers file in which we are importing that length conversion module, and we are using it from length conversion, means the second type of statement we are importing convert kilometers. So from this we are converting only one specific function and then we are showing it the result. In this way the modules can be imported. From the modules we can make the packages, and in this way a project is created in Python. That's all for the today's session. Let's end this chapter and revise this chapter using the assignment.